The last Streets of Rage game was 20 years ago. Sega appear to not even care anymore, cancelling sequels left, right and centre, plus sending that hugely unfair cease and desist order to the Streets of Rage fan remake team. Streets of Rage 3, or Bare Knuckle 3 as it was known in Japan, is a disaster of a game. Don't get me wrong, I like it well enough, but the game is broken, incomplete, and got butchered during localization. Also, that story sucked. 3 major things I think truly need discussing when we're going all out for a SEGATales on Bare Knuckle 3 are as follows: the hidden messages, Ash, and the motorbike stages that never were. Case 3. Bare Knuckle 3. The hidden messages. When looking at the Streets of Rage 3 US ROM in hexadecimal format, shocking text was discovered. Axel Stone is strong. I am a boy. I love you. F*** you. Go home. Let's fight. It is a pen. I miss you. Why don't you know? She is my son. Moon Friends Cotton love last chance. I know, right? The big F-bomb hidden in one of those harmful, violent video games? She is my son? So what's going on? It sounds like some kind of gibberish, doesn't it? Well, the main theory is that it is gibberish. These sentences read like traditional Japanese high school English class lessons. They appear to be basic lessons in the English language to teach students how to say simple sentences. Sentences like, I have a pen, or I love you. Maybe not F*** you, that's probably just an ad-lib. After those, we have Moon, Friends, and Cotton Love. These are all songs by Rebecca, a J-pop band from the 80s and early 90s, headed by Knuckle, possibly one of the most talented ladies in J-pop at that time. Lyrics to Cotton Love and Friends appear further in the ROM, and the album Blonde Saurus by Rebecca is referenced. Whoever either translated or wrote the original text must have been a serious Rebecca fan. Ash. In Bare Knuckle 3, there is a boss that was deemed so offensive it had to be cut from the game in all other territories. I present to you, Ash. Wrong Ash. Oh, now you're just being ridiculous. This Ash. A flamboyant, absolutely over-the-top homosexual stereotype, complete with the bulge in the downstairs region. Once he's defeated, if you hold A until the next stage begins, you can unlock him as a playable character. He's overall quite weak, and like secret character Shiva, Ash is unable to pick up any weapons. He does have a stupidly powerful slap though. In the US version, his data is still in the ROM, although the boss battle against him was removed. With a Game Genie code, he's back on your side. No muss, no fuss. He was taken out of the EU versions entirely. I don't even know what's different between them, but I know for definite, Ash is nowhere to be seen in either of them. When I first read the strange messages, 15 years ago now? I thought the "she is my son" could have been referring to Ash. Haha, whatever. Who knows? Roads of Rage. During development, Streets of Rage 3 was way more ambitious. The game was to have at least 3 motorbike stages. So what happened to them, huh? I would argue either a looming deadline put pressure on the team, or they felt they couldn't get it satisfactory in enough time. The level data exists in the Bare Knuckle 3 ROM, but the graphics for your player character do not. Because the game cannot find the graphics for your character, the game runs incredibly slow! Holding right or playing as Shiva seems to fix this. This implies playable boss Shiva was a late addition to the game, as he has absolutely no data pertaining to these stages. When you try to load these stages in the EU and US Streets of Rage 3 ROMs, they are a garbled mess. The Wastelands bike stage ends immediately after loading, taking you onto the next round straight away. The motorbike stages have been restored through hacking, but a lot of it had to be remade from scratch, and the coding is far from perfect. Because the prototype of the game we have access to is from later in its development, the stages are not complete, nor do we have anywhere to borrow the existing data from. So as you can see, Bare Knuckle 3 was far more ambitious, had a load of things cut, and had even more things removed from it in localization. There were even extra cutscenes and dialogue in the Japanese version that never made it into the EU or US versions. The game was butchered at every single step of its development, and if you think about it that way, it's no surprise that Streets of Rage 4 has yet to happen. I look forward to the day we finally get a Streets of Rage 4. And with companies like WayForwards who do all this cool retro stuff, Sega are missing a trick not going a way forward and saying, hey, would you like to make Streets of Rage 4? I would play a way forward Streets of Rage 4 if it were anything like Double Dragon Neon. I mean, they've already shown their skill in the side-scrolling beat-em-up genre. This is SEGATales. Thanks for watching.